Hi, this is Matthew again. Today, I wanted to talk a little about the 2024 election. The Republicans act like the election for Trump is in the bag. I think this was the same attitude that was prevalent for the 2022 midterms. All prognosticators said the Republicans were going to sweep. I think all our leaders said so much that many voters stayed home and the cheating overcame the legitimate votes. It sounds like we could be headed the same way again. Certainly, Democrats have pulled out many tricks to try and prevent Trump from running for re-election again. They arranged for 4 lawsuits to be filed to try to convict Trump. Most of these have failed, and instead of working against Trump, they have boosted him. An old sex-related lawsuit also was filed and resulted in an $80 million judgment. One of the other lawsuits resulted in a $350 million plus judgment. But Trump continues to fight and still is standing. One wonders what more can be done to derail the Trump train. I was to see that some media outlets are talking about the use of the martial law to stop the 2024 election. This is certainly a strong possibility. A false flag incident could certainly result in martial law being declared before the election. Reports of organizations testing false flags. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the avenue that eventually took Trump down. However, I think we need to be aware that even if Trump wins, unless the conservatives can take the House and Senate, Trump could still be handcuffed and not be able to achieve many of his goals. He could issue executive orders like Biden has done to get drilling started and close the border like he did before. However, he could have his hands tied when trying to do something with the FBI, DOJ, and other institutions. I hope that our leaders are looking at how the left may react to handcuff Trump if he is elected. Despite the many accomplishments that Trump was able to achieve in his initial term, many things occurred that caused me to be disappointed. I look at so many of his appointments and how disappointing they were. For example, Trump's first Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, was a rhino and didn't accomplish anything. Thankfully, Trump's second Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, proved to be a great one. Other cabinet appointees that were disappointed were Betsy DeVos, Secretary of Education, Jeff Sessions, and William Barr, Attorney Generals. However, one of Trump's main ideas was to hire more business-related cabinet members rather than government-related. This proved to be a good idea, as most government officials have little or no management experience. The most important thing that Christians can do as we head for the 2024 presidential election is to pray. Pray that the forces of evil will be restrained and that the forces for good will be unleashed. If we fail to win in this election, I fear our country is doomed. The policies that are championed by the left are ruining our country, and chaos has risen in many parts of our economy. Most of our institutions are crumbling and the left is leading us to destruction. This is by design, as they need our country's institutions to be ruined so that they can establish a new order. They are following the Saul Alinsky strategy to tear down all our institutions, and from this ruin, they will rebuild a socialist, communist country where the populace owns nothing and lives much like they do in China or Russia. Even those who support this movement will find in the end that the positions that they thought they would hold would not exist, and that a precious few would own everything. We must not forget that our fight is not against flesh and blood, but it is against spiritual forces that will use all tactics to achieve their end. Certainly, those who believe the Bible understand where this is all going, but we are commanded to do everything we can to stand in the way until the Lord calls us home. Please join Nehemiah Reset in standing in the gap to bring others to Christ and help build the biblical worldview of Christ's church. You can support us with prayers, by sharing our content on your social media, and by using the Bible as your guide in addressing the problems of today. You can view other videos like this one on today's cultural issues by going to our website at nehemiahreset.org or by going to our rumble.com channel. We produce new videos every week and are looking forward to seeing you on another of our videos very soon.